It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Jets and the Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. There'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Patterson's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 21 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Ravens are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll try the right side with Henry. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right.
On target to his man, Likely.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. On the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field.
To the right side and intercepted. Inside the 20.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Rashad Bateman, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And New York set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
Inside the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Chubb. 61 yards.
And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
They'll send a tight end in motion right.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A first down carry for Henry.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hey, middle.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 28. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson.
Flushed out right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw, it's Allen.
That's complete. It's Malachi Corley.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
And that's complete to Adams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted it.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Jackson now. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw is Jackson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's second and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Hey, report. Alpha, sit on.
Henry again on second down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To the air, Allen. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Here's Allen to throw it. This completes to Corley. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then it's the wide receiver trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A give to Henry. Powers through him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This will go to Henry out wide. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Byron Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this defense has to feel good because they've now brought down one of the faster quarterbacks in the game multiple times. That defensive unit, they're letting us all know they get paid too. They're no slouches themselves.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Patrick Queen, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. From the 41, here's a second down and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And down to the 29-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Through the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Throwing, Allen. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw is Allen. And that one too wide and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Ravens, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile,